A few ways to approach this. I'll show you one of the ways. What I would do is let's get these. Again, we're simplifying, so we're trying to break down as much of the things in the radical sign and bring them out as much as possible. And so these numbers out front, they have no impact on that. So let's just get them out of the way. So minus 5 times 7 is negative 35 x y to the 3. We can try and break these down individually if we want, and then combine them at the end. Of course, that would mean one more step of seeing now once they are combined, can we do an extra step? Or we can just multiply them together and get going from there. So why don't we do that? Let's multiply them together and go from there. So we'll do 24 times 2 is 48. X to the 5, y to the 8, and another one is 9. Okay, so now what we can do is this stuff all stays the same out here. We'll break it down into our perfect squares radical at the beginning. So 48 divided by, do we know a perfect square that goes into 48? And so you may think, well, 16 does. And 16 times 3 gives us that. So the 16, we know the square root of that, so we'll put it in the first radical sign, and the 3's are left over in the second. In the same way, x to the 5, well, x to the 4, we can do the square root of that, and we have the leftover x there. Y to the 8, and we have the leftover y there. All right? So, what we can do is we can say, and square root of 16 is 4, square root of x to the 4 is x to the 2, square root of y to the 8 is y to the 4, and we have our leftovers here. And so time to do some multiplication. Negative 35 times 4 is negative 140. We have a single x and another two x's, so x to the 3. We have y to the 3, and y to the 4 is y to the 7. And then we have our leftover at the end, 3xy. And there's nothing more we can do in that radical sign. There's nothing more to bring together. So we'd have a final answer.